being here at such a phenomenal conference. And this is not just a conference, ladies and gentlemen, right? We're bridge building. See, we're no longer just the recipients of care. We're the architects of change.
I didn't even know. Did you know that?
No. Yes, but I learned it the hard way too. Because like I was telling Mr. McCourtney, I didn't know that. I don't know why, but I thought that this Roblox, whatever it is, that it was just kids.
Right.
Nope.
I really thought it was just kids, and then we check our kids' phones like daily.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this?
Right.
I'm asking my daughter. She's like, I don't know. I was like, but she did. But she had a 2-line conversation, and when I saw, he said, "Hey, I'm at work. Can you send me, I'll pay you back." Because like my kids, they stacked all this Roblox money up in skins and all that stuff. But what I just heard from him, that was right on. That was definitely on, man. That was definitely on, man, about kids, and the dangers of, because you might not be that popular at school.
Yep.
But you come here and you turn into Superman.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
We know how
definitely.
that goes.
Definitely. Okay, whenever you're ready, sir.
I'm ready.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is Sean A. Barksdale again for the 10 Minutes of Truth podcast. And we have another exciting episode coming to you. And we have Miss Cheryl DeHaven. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So you are facilitating as well here today, correct?
Yes.
And your class is on energetic connections, motivational interviewing. That's your workshop, correct?
Correct.
So briefly tell us, what is motivational interviewing?
Yes, motivational interviewing is an approach. It's a method that a lot of clinical people use in recognizing when people are ready to change and how to support them in that change.
Wow.
With the change talk and moving forward to make changes. And peer support, we get to use that skill in our toolbox of having to use the skill of listening for where people's motivation is or isn't, and then meet them where they are. It's great listening skills that are embedded in that process. So we adapt some of the skills from motivational interviewing into peer support to help peers meet people where they are.
One of the things that we've done today, and conferences like this, is to bridge that gap between clinical service and lived experience. Kind of going off the beaten path, because you said something very important about meeting people where they are. Just with motivational interviewing, talk about that component a little bit more, about just the realness of meeting people where they're at, because I think it's so important, and we want our partners in the clinician area to understand it a little better.
Absolutely. So for a clinician, meeting people where they are might be supporting their choice, right? And following the process. However, in peer support, what's different in that is that we can relate to where people are in that moment. So the relatability factor is the difference in the motivational interviewing. We can recognize when people find hope, and that might be the catalyst for change. So we're listening for hope language instead of change talk.
Yep.
We're listening for those ways that people communicate hope or possibilities. And whenever somebody expresses themselves where they are at that moment, we just acknowledge and validate. We're not trying to steer them one direction or the other at any time.
No.
We're just here to walk with. You're in charge as the peer we're supporting.
Some of our interviews, a lot of our interviews today, we've talking about the word hope, right? So how can components of the bridge, how can components of motivational interviewing, when viewed through a peer-centered lens, help certified peer recovery specialists build trust and follow the energy of hope in the readiness for change.
It's all about active listening. And what motivational interviewing offers us is the ability to listen, to acknowledge, validate, to learn more about what a person might be saying or trying to say or communicate. So it's really about listening. And in that listening process that allows that person, I think about it as verbal journaling. When we allow somebody to speak their own truth and from what's inside of them and hold patience to actually find out what's in their thinking, right? Then we can learn where their own hope might lie. So circle back. What was the question again?
So no, you were definitely answering it. But how can components of motivational interviewing, when viewed through a peer-centered lens, help a certified peer recovery specialist build trust?
Yes, right? Because what it gives us tools to prevent putting up what we could call conversational roadblocks, like giving advice or admonishing or warning people. Oh, if you do that, you know what's going to happen. So we don't do that. And so what do we do instead? And that's where the motivational interviewing and active listening skills can come in. How can we just be present in the moment where people are without blaming them or telling them they should do one thing or another, because those are the things that can prevent people from wanting to get help. It needs to come from within them. And so we're here to wait for that to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's a tool to prevent roadblocks, empathy misses, right? So this gives us all the skills to keep us in our lane as peer recovery specialists and foster hope.
Absolutely. Listening to you, it made me think of something my grandfather taught me a long time ago about active listening, right? When I was a kid. So I would talk, right? And he'd be talking, and I might, because my thoughts are sporadic, I might jump in. And he said, son, he took the word listen, right? Listen, right? He said, I want you to take all of these letters and make a whole word, another whole word.
Oh, yeah.
Took me a long time. I'm trying to figure it out. And the word came out to be silent.
Yes.
He said, in order to listen, you have to be silent, right? And that was the biggest lesson for me. And of course, he went on to say, God gave you one mouth and two ears. What in that active listening, can you allow our audience to know, with not being judgmental, but just listening, what that could do for a person?
I think it gives them the confidence in building their own reasons for making any change or not to make change. Right? It's an opportunity for them to feel understood and validated, exactly what they're expressing. And then it can build their confidence to understand that they have the answers within them.
Yes.
Right? That's part of it, is just believing people have the answers. We just have to be patient as peer recovery specialists to allow them to have that process.
Yes.
We want to so badly to fix people, right? It's just a thing that we want to do. We want people not to suffer.
Right. Once we're fixed, in the vein of going through the process, we want everybody to experience that.
Yes.
Because there's a taste to it.
Yes.
It's a sweetness to it.
Yeah, we're passionate.
Yeah, we're very passionate about it. My last question to you is, with that passion and bridging that gap, what do you want people to know that may be the most misunderstood thing about a PRS?
Most misunderstood. Yes, that we are not here to direct people.
That's right.
We are here to walk beside as they figure out what's important to them and what path they want to take.
Beautiful answer. And it's the truth.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's why I love this work.
I mean, you have
It's hard to do it now. Let me tell you firsthand. I can train it. I can teach it. But to actually deliver it in this way, I am challenged too. So just keep practicing.
Keep practicing. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your work. Thank you for everything you do in the community as a peer. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is Sean A. Barksdale, and this has been the 10 Minutes of Truth podcast. Thank you.
Ooh.